Hi again, it's Tahar from the Qoblex team. In today's walkthrough, we're going to look into the process of receiving a purchase order. To start, we're going to open the purchase order that we created last time. The order has 3 line items: the collection snowboard oxygen, Adidas shoes of size 9 color white and size 5 color white. At this stage, the order is approved, and that means these quantities are now set aside as incoming units. If I click on this product and open its details and scroll down to the incoming column, I can see there are 3 units incoming. I can also see the moving average cost of the product is $450 US. You can also use the reports under reporting purchases, and then any one of these reports, details, received goods, or products to see that line item. In my case, I'm using the details report, and then I'll filter by the product name. And our collection snowboard oxygen is the last line here, and as you can see, there are 3 units in the order and 3 are incoming, which means that is stock that is in transit from my supplier into my own warehouse. To create a goods receipt note, select the product that you would like to receive, go under receive, and click this button. This will create a goods receipt note for 3 units. If you prefer to receive your stock using a barcode scanner, then all you need to do is just click on with barcode scanner. Now you can just start scanning your products one after the other, and you will see them appear in this window. If the scan fails, either the product does not exist in your catalog or the product does not exist in the purchase order, you will get an error message. In my case, I'll just cancel and do a manual receipt. Now we have the goods receipt note, which is ready. I can select the location where to receive these units. I'll choose Oslo. I can add extra information that are useful to track the goods receipt note from the supplier, things like the shipping service, the shipping method, tracking code, and the date of creation, and things like that. I can also add comments and notes, and I can then select how many units I want to receive. In our case, let's just do a partial receipt, so we're going to receive 2 units only. At this stage, I can authorize the goods receipt note. Once authorized, the stock levels will go up and the moving average cost of this product will be updated. If you open the product again and scroll down to the moving average cost, you will see that it has gone a little bit down to $455 US. Now, the reason that happened is because my purchase price here is 500 euros. And because the currency exchange rate is 0.84, that pretty much factored into the existing moving average cost, which gave me a final average cost of 455. You can track these changes under the product history. We'll probably create a separate video to show you how you can audit your products in Qoblex and look out through the transactions and all of the changes that the system is making to your product. But in a nutshell, you can look into the history, and I can see here that I received 2 units, so the stock has gone up from 53 to 55, and I can see also that my moving average cost was at 450, and then it dropped to 455, and it stayed at that rate throughout these changes. Now you will notice that I also have orders that are pending this product, and the system has allocated those units that I just received. Hence these messages here that are coming from the system agent. Another interesting feature is at this stage, these units have been received, but what if now I realize that I actually made a mistake and the price was not 500? Maybe the price is 550, or maybe I forgot to attach landed costs to this order. All I need to do is, if it's a landed cost that I forgot, I'll just go in here and add it. If it's the price, I'll just change the price. Let's say the price was actually 550 euros, and I hit save. Once that is done, if I go and refresh the product page, the moving average cost should move up a little bit. And as you can see here, it has gone up to 455. 457, sorry. So from 455 to 457. I can also see that in the history. And you see that I have updated this purchase order. And as a result of that, the quantities have not moved because I haven't touched the received quantity. However, the moving average cost has gone up from 455 to 457. One of the questions we get is, what if now the supplier has changed their mind and is no longer planning to send me the extra unit that I have not received? In that case, select the line item, go to Edit, and move to back order. What this will do, will take the extra unit that I have here and move it to another purchase order, which you can delete or you can manage separately. But if the supplier confirmed that this unit will not actually be sent to me, meaning I don't need to move it to another separate purchase order, all I need to do is just decrease the stock levels to 2, save, and the line will now be flagged as. And as soon as I receive the other 2 lines, the order will go from partially received to fully received. If I flip back to the reports now for a second, and the snowboard collection oxygen, PO number 01 create PO, this is the product that I'm interested in. Now you see the quantity has dropped from 3 to 2 because I changed my purchase order quantity from 3 to 2. Incoming stock is 0 from this purchase order because I have received everything. And your activity feed is also another audit trail that might be useful to you. You will find messages that are tied to that product being changed. For example, as I received those 2 units in that order, I can see here that the system is updating my connected stores, such as Shopify, WooCommerce, and it's also telling me and it's outputting the changes that are happening to the product real time. So things like the quantities changing, the allocations changing as well. And remember, the reason why the allocations have changed is because as soon as the stock levels go up, the system will automatically kick off a background job to look at your sale orders that are pending that product, and it will automatically start allocating them to those orders. So you don't have to do it manually. And then when you look at those sale orders, you will notice that the stock status has actually flipped from awaiting stock to ready to ship, which means those orders are now ready to be fulfilled. So that was the process of receiving in Qoblex through purchase orders. In the next video, we're going to look at the billing process and landed costs. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please drop them below and we'll be more than happy to reply. If you have any feature requests or suggestions on improving the purchase order module, feel free to drop us a line as well, either as a comment or by emailing us at support@qoblex.com. Thank you.